And in next month, we are also planning to do things for parents. So keep a watch on the Anyo Clubs section, like the events tab in the bottom of the app. So today we just had like a very popular topic, burning fat, and a lot of us are often trying some diets. So we often get confused. We try something and then suddenly we hit a plateau, or maybe we kind of gain that weight again. Or often we have a lot of doubts. So we just thought to ask our expert Nissy here. Hi, Nissy. So Nissy is one of our star nutritionist guys. So as what I know, even with some leadership clients, one of her leadership clients, like a couple of them, she has helped them lose weight. So what are the age groups that you have helped with, Nissy, with fat loss?
Yeah, firstly, thank you, Satya, for having me again. So, yes, I work with people, across ages like from 20 to 50 years. Some are like above 50 as well. Like, one of my clients, the mother is also there in Anyo. So, yeah, including the busy professionals, the postpartum moms, and whoever's having, hormonal imbalances, PCO, thyroid, and everything. So, yeah, for 20 to 50 to 60 years.
50. Wow. So there is still hope for us. Even if we go until 50, that we can always come back to Nissy. So,
yes, can.
So like I'm just it's always good to start early as you can, guys. So it's never late. I'm just saying that. So okay, let me just quickly get into the presentation. All right, so before we start, I want to ask you guys, those who are here, is there any diet you have tried for fat loss? You can just put it in the chat. Just one word is enough. Like maybe it is a fasting, like intermittent fasting, or maybe you cut certain foods like sugar or carbs, whatever. You can always put it in the chat. And we're going to ask some popular questions with our expert. Okay. All right. So let me just go to the first question, Nissy. So please tell us, like, common question of a user is, why am I not losing fat even though I eat less?
Okay. So yes, this is one of the common questions that I get from everywhere from the clients. So eating less doesn't always mean that you're eating right and it will give you weight loss or fat loss. But if you are under eating or you're skipping meals, your metabolism can eventually slow down, and your body will hold on to fat. Okay. So when you're under eating or when you're skipping meals, your body will go into survival mode, and it will preserve all the fat. So that is what holding on to fat means. So when you're thinking that question as to why I'm not losing fat, just you have to focus on quality over quantity. So you should prioritize foods mostly on protein, good protein, fiber, healthy fats, so that it nourishes your body and supports your fat metabolism.
All right. So it's not about the like skipping meals and fasting. We need to watch about under eating.
Yes.
All right. So yes. So what is the difference between weight loss and fat loss? So
yeah. So weight loss, anyone can show, and even if you do it at your home, you will see weight loss. But we need fat loss. Weight loss include muscle loss, water loss, and some fat loss. But fat loss is what truly improves your health and your appearance. So you should always try to preserve muscle while losing fat. That you can only do while having protein-rich meals, doing resistance training, and no crash diets.
all right. So it's okay. So fat loss is losing fat. Okay. When you say that, that is a specific question. So can we target fat in a specific part or just a belly fat?
Spot reduction is a myth. Like, it has been going on viral. Spot reduction is a myth. You can't just lose fat from the belly. At the same time, you can't lose fat from your chin or, from your thighs or something. So you can't burn fat only from one area. But instead, you can focus on consistent full body movement by balancing hormones and, by reducing overall inflammation through diet and through sleep. That way you can shrink fat stores from the stubborn areas like belly fat.
Oh, okay, so targeted fat, like through nutrition, at least it's no, it's a myth, is it? So
Yes, it is a myth. You can't target a specific belly fat or something, but you lose fat throughout your body.
all right, okay, guys. So what do you think about that, guys? So you can put it in the chat or add any more questions. So, so we all know diet is one part, and exercise is also like supplementary, like the complements, right? So, how much of exercise is needed to burn fat?
See, you don't need like hours and hours, in the gym, or else, to work out like so much, like 2 to 3 hours. But 30 to 45 minutes of daily movement, combining strength training, like I said, the resistance training, and doing some cardio is effective. But remember that fat loss is like 80% nutrition and 20% movement. Or else, to add to it, you can 70% nutrition, 20% movement, and 10% rest. So you just have
all right.
45 minutes of movement, or like the normal strength training exercises would be enough.
I like how you also put rest there, because today a lot of people don't get enough rest today. So, so do you think that is also that also impacts weight? Is it like fat or like?
Yes, it does, Satya, because when you rest is when you get muscle recovery, and that is when your muscle builds. Only muscle builds when you're at sleep is what they say. So when you are sleeping properly, when you're resting well, that is when the protein that you took, it will help you in the muscle building, and it will also help you with the weight. So when muscle is building, you will see, of course, a weight loss, that is like fat loss especially. So yes, even rest is very important. Sorry.
Right. So, okay, guys, I hope you made a note of that. Very important. So, 70% diet and 20% exercise, you said, and 10% of rest. So, even though these two things are smaller, they complement very well with the diet. So, thank you for that, Missy. And the last one, like, do I need to avoid carbs completely?
No, because carbs are not your enemy, but simple carbs are, like refined carbs are like maida and all. Okay, but you can go with complex carbs like sweet potatoes, oats, millets, and there are fruits that are important sources of complex carbs, and they help you with energy, hormonal balance, and fat burning as well. So balancing is the key, but not the elimination of carbs. All right. So
Okay. So, like, what are some examples of like simple carbs, like a very quick example, like a quick recap, like what are the complex carbs that you mentioned?
oh, sure. So yeah, like I said, complex carbs are something that are like sweet potatoes,
Sweet
oats, millets. It can be quinoa, it
potatoes.
can be kodo
Okay.
millets and finger millets and all. And even fruits are also complex carbs. Okay, even they have carbs that are complex in
Okay.
nature. And the refined carbs are, I mean, like simple carbs are something that when you take it, they just get digested as fast as possible, and they
Okay.
spike up your glucose levels like maida. It doesn't
Mm.
have any nutrition to it, but it just spikes your glucose levels without any nutritional value to your body. So those are like simple carbs, I would say. And even rice is a simple carb. So if that, I mean, like a white rice, especially. Yeah, even they are like simple carbs that are unhealthy. So you don't need to avoid carbs completely, but choose the complex carbs more specifically.
Right. So, let's just see if there's anything in the chat. So, guys, if you also have any questions, please put them. I think I see some comments. Okay. Okay. People have tried in the past for diet, for the fat loss. They have tried to cut sugar, cut on carbs, and sometimes intermittent fasting. Keto, some people have tried. Okay, wow. Okay, guys, I hope you got some insights today also. So if there are any other questions you have, you can always put that in the chat. That's the question, Nissy. So what about a person who has uric acid problem? Is there a substitute of protein in fat loss?
Sorry, I didn't get this.
What advice would you give to a person with uric acid problem? Any substitute for protein for fat loss?
For fat loss, okay. So uric acid happens when there are like too much of protein. Like when you consume too much of protein levels, what happens is the protein gets broken down into, you know, uric acid, urea, and proteases and all. So when you're dealing with high uric acid levels, protein intake should be like carefully managed. And the question was how they can, you know, substitute or else how they can incorporate protein for fat loss, but they're having uric acid, which is a like a complicated thing, but you can choose right types and right sources of protein, like eggs. Okay, like they are rich in protein, but it has low in purines. So when you talk about uric acid, there are like two types. Okay, purines and pyrimidines. Okay, they are like, it's something scientific in nature, so you don't need all that stuff, but you know, just focus on foods like eggs. They are low in purines, though they are rich in protein, but they are low in purines, so you can have that. And dairy, like low fat paneer or curd or milk, even that is like a low purine protein source. And soy milk or tofu, like made of you know, soya, even they have purine content, but they are like moderate, like not much, so you can take that as well. And you can also go with the whey protein isolate, even that is like safe protein sources, but you know what is like, it's low in purines, so even you can do that. But always, you know, when you are having complicated you know, conditions like uric acid or else, you know, gout and all, always consult a dietitian before incorporating foods like this. Okay, these are like just the normal foods that you can have.
Right. So, guys, if you have any specific health condition, it can be very helpful to have a long call with Nisi or yeah, so your healthcare professional. So we don't miss out on any other important points. So yeah, Nisi is available for consultations in the app. She also has some packs. So if as part of your corporate plan, it may be free for you. So please check it. And the same person has asked about. Okay, no, this is a different one. Sorry. So what about water? How much water to drink per day?
Okay, so it depends upon your weight basically. Okay, for every 20 kgs of weight, you have to drink 1 liter of water. So per se, if you are like 60 kgs, you have to drink 3 liters of water per day. That is, you know, to maintain your normal hydration levels and to help with the metabolism and all. So you have to calculate by yourself based on your weight.
All right. So I hope that helped you. There is the next question. What is the best fat burning tip or method?
There's no easy or else, you know, way to burn fat. Okay, it's not just a single trick or something, but it's a combination of good nutrition. You know, you have to optimize your metabolism, your hormones, your stress levels, especially, you know, when you're working 9 to 5 jobs, you know, you have to have the stress management. Okay, but if we have to pick like one effective tip for the fat burning, then you know, you have to build your muscle, because when you build muscle, it helps you to improve your metabolism. That way you will have more lean muscle than the fat that you have. Okay, so even when you're resting, you know, your fat will burn if you are building your muscle. So always go with the high protein diets. It will preserve muscle and it will improve your body composition. And yeah, that way, you know, even when you're resting, you can burn the fat.
That's a cool tip. So I hope the person who asked the question, I hope they found helpful. Oh, there's more. And okay, regarding exercises, will the time we exercise matter? Like morning or like time of
I don't
exercise?
think, yeah, okay. I mean, I really don't think the timing works, because, you know, you have to show up no matter what. If morning doesn't work for you, at least go in the evening and work. That is one thing. But if you feel like, you know, which time is best for, if it is for weight loss, I would say just have a black coffee for your pre-workout and just go hit the gym in the morning without eating anything. Okay, that way, you know, you will have a better fat oxidation than you know, your than the workouts that you do in the evening, because when you work out in the morning, you will be in the fasted state throughout the night, and then your body will tap into the fat stores more than the food that you just ate. So that's the one benefit, when you work out in the mornings. And if you work out in the evening, it is good for your recovery. It will help you with releasing the body stress, and it will help you for the better sleep and all. But like bottom line is like, there's no specific time to work out or something, but the good time is when you can stick to it consistently without disrupting your sleep or without having any stress and all. That's it.
Okay, so consistency is key. So I hope the user got the answer.
Consistency matters, and also discipline matters a lot.
All right. So good time for sunlight exposure. Is it regarding vitamin D, or is it related to weight loss? I'm not sure. So somebody asked about a time for sunlight exposure.
Oh, vitamin D. Okay. So for sunlight exposure, especially for vitamin D for Indian skins, okay, UVB rays are like so strong in the mornings. Okay, not too harsh, but they are essential, and that is important for your vitamin D synthesis. And vitamin D parallelly, it helps in the hormonal balance as well, and also for the metabolism. So the ideal time I would say is like 7 to 10 a.m. in the morning. So that way the vitamin D levels are stronger. But not harsh, okay, not harsh on your skin. But after 10 or 10:30, they will get more stronger, and then you will have the skin damage and all. So
Right.
you just have like 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight exposure is fine.
Yeah, so it's before 10 a.m. guys. So in the morning, 7 to 10. And somebody has asked, like, how do we burn face fat? My God.
So just now I did tell that the fat spot reduction is the method.
Okay. Yeah, you did mention.
You can't reduce fat, not even on the face or anywhere. Fat loss happens overall, not in isolated areas like face, arms, or belly, or underarms and all, like hanging. But just don't worry that about it. But once your body starts burning fat, systematically, like throughout your body, your face is the first place it shows. Okay, because when you are following the diet, I mean like a weight loss diet, if you ask me, fat loss diet, my clients usually they say that my face has become so it has shrunk, and then it has become thin. So that is one thing. So once your body starts burning fat, your face is the first place it shows. So that's the thing. So just cut down refined sugars, refined carbs, and hydrate well, and eat high protein rich diets. That way you will see the fat burning throughout your body.
Right. So I think the person who asked that question, maybe you can also get a consultation with Missy. So if you were really wanting to lose weight, and hope to start with the face. So good luck.
Yes. Definitely.
All right. Do we need to worry about obesity on babies till 2 to 3 years? Missy?
Like obesity in adults is different, and obesity in babies is different. Okay, chubby babies are like normal, and that's healthy. Okay, because the fat that's stored in the babies are protective. They are like for warmth, for brain development, for like I said, the warmth, the thermoregulation, and for growth. Basically, the fat that we have is like white fat or yellow fat, but the fat that is there in the babies is called brown fat. Okay, that is like totally different. But what matters is like you have to check how the growth patterns are. It's not about their how round the babies are, how obese they are, but then you have to also check with the pediatrician how their percentile is, how their growth percentile is, and are they is their weight as per their height, as per their age, is what you have to check. One thing, but I wouldn't say that don't stress about the baby fat, but focus on good breastfeeding, good responsive bottle feeding. Don't overfeed on formulas and all. That's not even healthy. Until like 6 months, just I mean, like you'll focus on breastfeeding, and after 6 months, just focus on giving whole and real foods, and ensure they play daily and there's movement, and avoid the screen distractions. That's it.
I hope that helped. So, and one last question, is intermittent fasting good for weight loss?
Okay, it's a great question. Everyone does this, okay? In like when they see that they are gaining weight, they just do intermittent fasting without knowing what it actually is. Okay, if you ask, yeah, intermittent fasting is good for weight loss. Especially it supports fat loss, but it's not a magic. It's not for everyone. Always consult a dietitian before even planning to go for an intermittent fasting, because it actually takes your body into an autophagy mode. And if you're having any underlying conditions, even without you knowing, that can trigger so many diseases. I would say not diseases, but some metabolic conditions, okay, like diabetes or something like that. Your ketones will rise in your body. So let's not do that that way. But yes, intermittent fasting is good for fat loss, only when you eat natural foods. Okay, but make sure that if it will backfire if you skip meals and you binge eat later, and if you have, like I said, any hormonal issues like PCO
Right.
or thyroid, or yeah, and if you are into high stress or if you're not sleeping enough, even intermittent fasting won't work that way.
Oh, is
So,
it? Okay. All
but
right, guys. So make a note of all that. So rest is again taking the stage here, right? I know it's a very small. It may sound like a very small thing, but often a lot of people sleep at 1 a.m. these days with work schedules.
yeah.
So it's definitely a very helpful insight on that.
Yes.
Is there any other questions, guys? So if yes, please post them. And I have one last thing to ask Nisi. Is there any like simple dietary tip to start with for fat loss? Just one small thing.
Yes. So a dietary tip would be, to limit all the calories, the liquid calories, I would say, like fruit juices, colas, soft drinks,
Oh,
anything. Okay. They are easy to sip. Okay. But you don't know how many calories you are, putting into your body. Okay. Even healthy smoothies that you say, even they are not, good to have, because you don't know how many fruits you put in, how many calories you are taking in, right? So instead of that, you can swap with infused water. You can infuse them with carrot, beetroot, cucumber, or lemon water, okay, without adding any honey or sugar or stevia
okay.
as well, okay. And you can have black teas or black coffees, or else herbal teas, okay, which has adaptogens like Ayurveda infused teas, okay, like tulsi or muleti or ashwagandha, something like that, okay, to reduce the calorie overload, and that way you will stabilize your blood sugars. So that is a very good way to actually start your weight loss or fat loss.
Okay, awesome. So I think that's very simple and doable tip. What do you think, guys? So thank you again for that, Nisi. So before we leave, I have one last thing. Like in line with what Nisi had suggested, exercise is 20%. So it's complements with a good diet. For you to start walking easily, like walking is a very simple thing that you can incorporate in your daily life as busy desk workers. So please join, if you have not already, the steps challenge in the Anyo app. If you go to the home page, in the bottom you can see a blue circle. If you click on it, you can see this screen with challenges, group walking challenges. So it will list, like here it has brisk walk, burn fat. For your company exclusively, one group will be created. So you can also challenge your colleague, or maybe just have their back, just support each other. It's all fun while you're also doing something to lose weight. So yes, you can scan the QR code or take a screenshot quickly. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Nisi. So we had a lot of questions, and thanks for all your insights.
Thank you so much, Satya, for having me, and I hope the session has helped you guys a lot. I guess it has brought you awareness as to what fat loss is and compared to weight loss, and how you can tap onto fat burning mode into your body. So yeah, don't just
Okay.
skip meals, and don't just undereat. That way you are putting your body in a nutrient deficiency state. You will be seeing more complications further. So rather than that, you can just follow a healthy diet, like I said.
All right, that's a wrap. So, somebody wants to see recording. We'll be uploading all of these in a private YouTube checklist. We will share it with all our corporate partners. You can check with your HR, and also we'll be sharing the links to the HRs themselves. So we'll ask them to forward it to you also. Okay. Thank you again, guys, for joining. We'll see you in the next week. Thank you, Nissi.
Thank you, Satya. Bye. Take care.